What am I doing? Scratching my psoriasis? No, I'm scratching my head. Why? Because the Raiders fired Tom Telesco. Mere day after Antonio Pierce. That's what we're going to talk about on today's daily video. But first, after I finish scratching my head and touching my ear and saving my health from the fires that are all around me, I'm safe. Power comes in and out. Barely got the internet again after 2 days. And I'm okay. So prayers to everybody else. Think of a bowl. I live like in the middle of the bowl. And then on the top of like a cereal bowl, the fires are all around me and they're creeping a little bit down into the valley. But I'm like toward the middle of the bowl. So I'm okay and I'm safe. But yeah, this is a head scratcher for me. Please hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider donating, becoming a member of this channel for support, for early exclusive videos and stuff ahead in the days when I can get my life in order. But hey, I'm being consistent. All I needed was a fire around me to make a daily video on this channel. I got merchandise store down below, donation portals if you're feeling like you want to help somebody out in the middle of the fires. But thank God I live in the ghetto because they are burning the rich people's houses in the mountains. And it's funny how they had no water. They turned off our water that day. Go to my actor channel, my YouTube. I made some videos on it explaining everything. YouTube.com/HeyBauer. HeyBower. All right, let's get into the Raider news. Raiders fired Tom Telesco, okay? I ain't gonna lie. I thought this dude's job was secure. Why did I think that? Well, I like what he did. He was hired after Antonio Pierce, so he was stuck with Antonio Pierce. But what he did in the draft led to him waiting and picking up Brock Bowers. Waiting and even picking a second tight end, even though we drafted one a year earlier. We probably have the next Travis Kelce for 10 years to come. In Brock Bowers, we can build a team around him. They also got draft picks like Jackson Powers Johnson, who is looking good, getting better, and DJ Glaze. So I like what Tom Telesco did for the Raiders. It looked like promising because we need to hit on 2 or 3 or 4 of every year's 7, 8, or 9 draft picks that we get. And for many years, we haven't done it. And I think Tom Telesco brought in that mojo. So I thought he was safe. I think a lot of Raider Nation felt the same way. But the dominoes, once one of them falls, some of the other ones fall. Tom Telesco was with a lot of teams, and he had quarterbacks on all of them, or at least the San Diego Chargers, a decent quarterback that he drafted. He helped with the drafting of Justin Herbert. And again, maybe Herbert's not the greatest, but he's very serviceable. He's got the team in the playoffs, and he could have done that with us at the number 6 pick this year. He could have made some moves. I would have trusted in him. But they fired him. So again, Raider Nation, this is a head scratcher to me. I think it's the wrong move. I hope I'm wrong. But I think it's the wrong move. But I haven't read all the information. I haven't got some details. And there might have been a lot of things happening behind the scenes about a month ago that I kind of touched on. The reports about Antonio Pierce came out. Then all of a sudden, Tom Telesco was not seen in the hallways. He was not seen talking to Antonio Pierce. There seemed to be some sort of a divide where Tom Telesco was separating and distancing himself from Antonio Pierce and or maybe the facility and or Mark Davis. And that was an interesting subject to talk about. So, I don't know what's going on, but we have to speculate and talk it through together. Hopefully I get to watch more videos and get more information that maybe some of you have right now that I don't, because I haven't had internet. I haven't been able to watch videos. My phone only has a certain amount of data, so I can't use it all because of the fires and stuff like that. But yeah, this is really interesting. And now I'm just spitballing. Mark Davis is still paying 4 former coaches for the Raiders money, or he paid them a lump sum, but technically he's still paying for like 4 coaches, some of their staff, and now a couple of general managers, and they were on the payroll. That's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. He's still paying some of these people. If not, they had a buyout, but still, it's still money, you know. It's getting interesting. So let's talk about what this means for the Raiders. Well, it means they want to restart everything. 100%. Now, would the Raiders make this move if they didn't have somebody already in mind? Because we don't want to get caught with our hand in the cookie jar, you know, where we fire people and then we have no other options. And that's what we thought, why maybe they were, for one day or two, we thought Antonio Pierce was going to stay there. Because I was like, man, all the coaches, they're not interested. Mark Davis is going to run it back. And they're not worried. I mean, they don't have any options, so they're going to rehire Pierce. But then 24 hours later, they must have made some phone calls. And they're like, yeah, we can let go AP. We got some people on the back burner. We're going to talk to some people, and it's all good. So, there's also a meeting scheduled with Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. He took a meeting or a Zoom meeting for this Friday with 4 different teams. And one of the teams is the Raiders, the Bears, the Patriots, and I believe the Jags, or maybe the Jets. But so we got a meeting with Ben Johnson. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen, but if I'm Mark Davis, if that's your guy, get him by any means necessary. Pull out the escorts, pull out the hookers, pull out a bag of millions of dollars, put it in the background of the camera of the Zoom meeting, have them dancing, you know, put some little cocaine in the back, get Ben Johnson over here. That's me joking. I don't approve of any of that stuff except the hookers. Masquerade like a hooker. Why not? When in Sin City, sin. That sounded really bad. I'm going to leave it at that. But so they must have options. And that was coaching options that I'm sure are available. But again, why would they now fire Tom Telesco? All right. Unless, and I'm throwing out speculation, people don't like it, but Gruden is technically a de facto general manager, and he has been whenever he was with the Raiders. Is Gruden still on the table? Is that why they would let go Tom Telesco? And Gruden, if he comes back, he wants official power. Maybe Gruden will come back and be the general manager and not the coach. Or are they going to move on to somebody else? But they have to have somebody in mind and at least 60% certain that they found a candidate to replace Tom Telesco. They have to have that in mind. I don't want to speculate too much at this moment because I really don't know what's going on, but my brain leads me to Gruden. Or would somebody like Mike Vrabel, would they give him general manager duties as well? Or would he have a friend of his that wants to be a general manager? Or There's rumors out there that Pete Carroll might come to the Raiders. I don't think that's possible. He might be the general manager, though. And then also Bill Belichick. That might be a thing where he wants to become general manager and not the coach. I don't know. But we all know that they made this decision because they have somebody 60% for certain. They have to probably at least have two people in mind. Or they talked to Tom Brady and they found out, yeah, it's all good. Fire Antonio Pierce. This person will probably be our head coach, or that person. And then fire, Tom Telesco. They were a package deal. He failed with Antonio Pierce. He didn't speak up the entire year. They had a rift. They were not friends. They were not communicative. Tom Telesco is not a public person. He didn't speak a lot. That is one of the things I liked about him. But maybe he needed to quell rumors or to be a better general manager. But they fired him. You're fired! So they must got somebody in mind, or at least a couple of candidates. And we're going to find out in the days ahead. But that's it from my speculation right now. And if I had to throw a dart, that Bill Belichick might be a GM and a coach, or vice versa, or both. And the same thing for Gruden. That's my philosophy. But if they're interviewing people like Ben Johnson, it's because they have a general manager in mind. And I guarantee you, on Friday, when they have the Zoom meeting with Ben Johnson, that person that is probably going to become our general manager will either be watching the interview recorded or on that meeting. If they're on that meeting and there's some other people, it may get leaked that he's the possible general manager. But while you're talking to a coach while you're talking to a coordinator to be your head coach, you have to have a general manager there. And hopefully they have that person that they know is going to be the general manager, so that way they can figure out if they mesh together on that Zoom phone call. So it's going to get interesting in the days ahead. Let me know your thoughts. Are you happy that they fired Tom Telesco? Was it the right move? Did you like him? Didn't you? And who do you think will be our next general manager? And I'll throw it out there. Who do you think will be our next head coach? All right, everybody. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Thank you guys for tuning into this channel every day this week. I hope I can continue doing daily videos, but it's starting to get hectic with no internet, no power all the time, and my health is declining because of the air and some other things. I'm starting to struggle a lot. But I'm going to do my best to come to you and give you a daily video. And again, if you feel like supporting me in any way, becoming a member, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I'm Mikey Raider. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, stay Raider. And prayers, because they are burning up LA. They are burning up LA. It's manufactured. They're burning up LA. And what happens after the fires? The earthquakes. I hope to see you next time.